What's up, everybody? I told you I would be back with another tutorial and a breakdown of the Bose Sub 2's. What you're looking at right now, I have 4 Sub 2's. I've daisy chained them, and they are basically doubled up, which is how you should have them. If you have 2, they should be side by side and daisy chained, meaning a line out from your mixer or your mixing board into one of the subs on the input side, and then the output of that same line, that same channel, because this sub has 2 channels, 2 inputs. So let's say input 1 is going from my mixer into the sub 2, and that output is then going over to the second sub's input. And when you put them together, it's called coupling. So they've been daisy chained. When the signal goes into the first sub, it sends that same signal over to the second sub, and they begin to work in unison as one sub. Because I have 4 of them, I just followed the same procedure. I went out from the second sub into the third, out from the third into the fourth. The F1 stacks that are in the back with the other 812, they're not powered on. They're not turned on for this demonstration. Just to be quick about it, what's going on here right now is I'm using an alpha recording mixer. If you looked at any of my other videos, I have several other videos showing you what one of those subs sounds like, what my F1 subs sound like. And right now I'm going to show you what all 4 of them sound like together, coupled. So when you have one sub, which is what a lot of people are buying the stack with, but for a DJ, most times if you're doing something small like a wedding, one sub might be okay. But if you have 2, gives you the opportunity to increase the amount of bass that you're getting out of your sub. Each one of those subs is 1,000 watts. Each one of those subs, their low end is 137 dB, and they can get up higher than that. So when you couple them, let's say one sub is 137 dB. When you couple 2, you could gain an additional 3 to 6 dB depending on where it's placed. So let's say 140 with 2. For each additional sub pair, because to couple, you need a couple, you need 2. You can't couple by adding a third. You have to add 2 more. That's doubling, basically. I'm sorry, not coupling, doubling. So for, like, if I wanted to double again, technically I would need 4 more. We'll have 8, but I could add 2 more. I could add 6 and get away with it. But again, I digress. Let's stay focused. I have 4 subs. They're 4,000, totaling 4,000 watts. You have 4 18 by 10 race drivers in each. Because of the way I have them coupled and daisy chained, the signal will harmonize and they will literally function as one sub. Doesn't have to be loud, but you will get that much more thump because of the way they're set up. I'm going to play a track for you guys, and I'm going to start off at 2 on my volume. The floor will be set at 12 o'clock, just like every dial on my Bose T1 mixer. All of my speakers and everything run through my T1 Bose mixer. If you really want these things to punch, you want an external mixer, an additional mixer aside from your main line, your main mixer. Your mixer should go out to an external mixer so you can get more control, be able to dial in and get a much better sound result from your PA system. So again, 12 o'clock on my floor, the power going out, that goes out from this mixer into the Bose T1. And the T1, my gains are at 11 o'clock, and the channel line is at 12, and the main master is at 12. So everything is at 12 o'clock basically. What I'm going to do is turn the volume up to 2. I like to use my iPhone 14 Pro Max and the microphone from it when I do the sound check, because it's a fairly good mic and it represents sound very well. So I accept that. It's a good baseline, especially since all of my other videos have been done that way. With that as a baseline, that's the only way you'll be able to really get a good feeling for where my sound levels are. So without further ado, I'm gonna do the sound check, and I'm gonna start off at 2 on the volume. If you're looking at me in the video, then I'll show you hands up, 2, then 3, 4, then I'm gonna go up to 5. And even at 5, I can see the back of all of the subs. There's no clipping. There's nothing hitting in the red on the T1. And my meters on the mixer are barely registering. They can take so much more. The headroom is just like ridiculous. But because you have so many speakers, you don't need it. I can do a hall with 500 people with just that in front of me, and maybe the other top, so I can get a nice, upper, get the highs and the mids a little bit more. But literally overkill. I mean, the portability of it is very small, it's very light, but the punch that you get is insane. So I'm gonna mute this microphone and turn on the iPhone mic. And remember, I'm gonna start at 2. So hold on, let me do that for you now. Okay, so that's the demo. Again, like I said, I was at 2. I went up to 3, 4, then 5. I killed the bass. I just let the highs come out. It's a full kill isolator. So when I kill the bass, it's gone. The distance from the iPhone to the speakers is about 8.5 feet. I wanted to go further back, but I don't have enough cord on the phone to go further back because it's all plugged into my setup here for my OBS. But I pushed the speakers, I brought the speakers closer to me to try to get them as far away from the phone as I could, because you know how bass travels, it moves, and these speakers need a lot of room, a lot. In the space that we're in right now, it just doesn't do it any justice. If I could be outdoors or in a room that was like maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, had a lot of open space, you would see such a drastic difference in the way they just, they perform. They perform really well. Until then, I'm out. Thanks for watching.